Good lurk for now. Just reading through the story. Sounds good, man. Thanks for the lurk. Dude, I don't even want, like, I kind of don't even want to do the Citadel. Citadel is just like, the shit is just not worth anything anymore. Citadel's got, like, the pieces are just, like, uber cheap. I think Star Stream on YouTube PoE is the way to go. I mean, it doesn't really make a difference too much, in my opinion. Whether I start with it or like I just swap over to the mid in the middle. It don't make too much of a difference. People will come when they come. People will come when they want to watch. What is this map? I hate this shit, bro. Doesn't the algorithm prefer that way? No clue. No clue. Honestly. I don't know if it makes a difference, but I also don't know what the true answer is. Are not planning to make a new build? Well, the problem is I don't have money to make a new build. I was planning on making a new build, but that was when I was trying to vol all those Dream Receptors, and guess what? Yeah, boy, didn't get a Dream Receptor. So there is no new build as a result, and I am also all out of money because I spent all my money voling those Dream Receptors. Go SSF? Nah. Right now I'm prepping for when the balance patch hits. I gotta prep money for when the balance patch hits, and then I'll probably make a new build when the balance patch comes out. Ooh, Divine Hold. Hello. That way, like, when the balance patch hits, we'll have money to make a new build. Based off of, like, what gets changed, buffed, nerfed, whatever it be. Well, no nerfs, only buffs. Based off of what gets buffed, we can change up what we play. That's the current plan. Back to Citadel Jail? No, not Citadel Jail, because Citadel's, I don't know. I have a Citadel right now that I'm right next to, actually, but I don't feel like running it. They just give, like, no money these days. Like, the pieces are so cheap. So desensitized from divs. Damn, you're just like that in PoE 1. You just got that many divs. Soulcore should be giving decent divs. Is that should we farm what is it called? Do we farm Trial of Chaos then? Is that the play? You'll make money, but at what cost? My sanity. The sanity. Got a lot of div drops on my map, and I'm just farming stack decks. Oh fuck, I missed. I'm rusty, boys. Ah, I missed again. I'm rusty. There it is. Rather run 100 Act 2 trials than 1 Act 3 trial. Got a couple raw div draws on my maps as far as stack decks. I'm more excited when I get more than 10 stack decks from rituals. But I mean, isn't it just because stack decks are worth a lot? Is that why? Check currency exchange before farming in case filter isn't updated. Currency exchange for like what? Soul cores? Man. Takabas. How much are Takabas right now? Holy 1 to 6. God damn, bro. Takabas got crazy inflated. Well, not inflated, but they're just crazy expensive now. Ever since the Soul Core changes, it's been like that. Lemon stack decks I usually get in 20 maps. That's like 11 div. You see, that's the one thing I do wish in PoE 2 that there was more of. There's not that many ways to farm. Like, there's not many avenues of getting money. Like, it's either you map and you do like breach with rarity. You do ritual and hope you get lucky. Or you like farm Sekimas and trials of chaos. Those are like pretty much the only ways to get money. I mean, I guess citadels too, but that was like decent for a while. I don't think it's that good right now. It's like I wish there were more options, you know? How do you get chase uniques? Depends on the chase unique. Some of them drop from bosses, specifically like pinnacle bosses, and some of them are just random drops in the game. So you either need to like chance them or just randomly find them. I don't like 100 rares. I just find it boring that we speedrun the boss. I think they need to fix that. I really do think they need to fix it. I think the rares shit that they have in the game right now is just like, it's not very fun having to chase around rares like this. Like, even with like checkpoints, even with the mini-map showing the rares at the beginning, I still don't think that it's the best way to go. Like, what I have thought about and have suggested on the stream before is that instead of doing rare farming, right, and like killing all the rares, make it a little bit more like PoE 1, where you had bosses in every single map, right? But the bosses don't have to be actual bosses. They could just be like kind of like mini bosses, if that makes sense. Like, yo, headshots, thanks for the 6 months, dude. I appreciate it. Welcome back. But yeah, kind of like mini bosses-ish in every single map, and that's like the objective. Yo, what's up, Mr. Hated Greatness? What's good? Oh, chilling. Playing some more PoE 2, hanging out with the boys, yapping up a storm. It is, you know, just always a good time. Yo, what's up, Bliss? How's it going? But yeah, I do just wish that, I do think that that would be a better way to do it. I don't know what they would do for mini bosses, though. Because it's not like in PoE 1 where it's just like a shit ton of mini boss type of things. It's like in PoE 1, there's not a real emphasis on the bosses being super hard. The only like super hard like special bosses are kind of like the pinnacle fights, right? Whereas the other bosses are pretty much like tank and spank type of situation. Whereas in PoE 2, every single boss in the game isn't really like a tank and spank. Unless you get super geared, of course. So it's like, I don't know how they would like, where and how they would implement that, but I do think that that would be a much more elegant solution to where like you either have, so the overseer maps, the maps with like the boss icon will still be, you know, the same, but then every single map, instead of having to like chase the rares, it's like you have bosses in those maps, but they're like mini bosses. Where is it? There it is. Yo, what's up, Mr. Legendary? Where are the horse girls at? We just finished. We just finished. Any news with the upcoming update of PoE 2? There's no real, like, you know, oh, it's new. There's going to be a new update on X date. Or this day, they're going to do, like, this type of update. There's nothing like that yet. But I would expect that there is probably going to be a new update within the next 2 weeks that has at least does, like, mid-season buffs. Because that's what Jonathan did say on the Try podcast, that they would be doing mid-season buffs this league. How much can we get the power charge max? I think it's like, depends on your gear, but it's probably like 8 or 9 or something like that is the max amount of power charges you can get if you invested fully in them. Should we get more than 3 charges for this build? I mean, 3 charges is totally fine. I have a helmet that gives me a +1 charge on it, which, you know, it makes it a little bit more, like, you can flicker a little bit longer, but honestly, it doesn't make that much of a difference, in my opinion. Most of the time, you don't stop flickering because you run out of charges, but rather there's just not enough enemies for you to chain to. I think, like, stacking charges really is only important if you're thinking about Flicker as an option for single target, where this build doesn't use Flicker for single target at all. So the plus charges is literally just a luxury rather than, like, something that's required. Getting tired of an LSBD on my Huntress. Want to try bow? Any recommendations? I mean, it's either going to be some sort of lightning arrow build or spiral volley, in my opinion. Lightning arrow is probably the better choice. It's a little bit, you can still single target with it pretty well without using something like snipe. Because you can use like lightning rods, and that will give you a good bit of single target damage. Whereas if you use spiral volley, you either have to use a spear offhand for Wind Serpent's Fury, or you gotta use snipe, which is really clunky. Do you think they'll add more jewel sockets in the passive tree? I don't know, honestly. I personally think that they should, but I don't know if they will. I think they went a little bit too hard with some of the nerfs on the jewels, that there's just, like, for example, like the Metamorph Diamond from, what's his face, Zesh, is pretty much worthless these days with, like, the positioning of, like, the jewel slots. Like, maybe if they change the position of the jewel slots, it might make things better, but I do think that the tree could afford a couple more jewel slots. I'm using your builds on that. I can't flicker after the initial one. Do you know why? Yeah, so what it is, I'm assuming, is that when you say you can't flicker, your flicker strike is like blacked out, right? And you can't press it. So like right now, right? I can't use it. It's blacked out. What happens is because you're running hit and run. That's the support gem that you run. And it requires you to have moved a certain distance before clicking this, being able to use the skill again. It gives you a ton of attack speed, but as a result, normally it's fine because flicker, you know, it moves you, right? But sometimes you get canceled out of it, or like your flicker only hits like one enemy like in front of you, and then the hit and run, it doesn't actually end up like, you know, going off. And you have to walk a little bit before you can start flickering again. Yo, what's up, Mr. Angormus? How's it going, man? Thanks for the raid, I appreciate it. What are you up to, man? Some more speed running? Oh. Thought it was days? Nah. What the fuck is that? What is what? How's it going, Mr. Blackout? The shit that I'm doing? Oh, we're doing a Flicker Strike build. What is this? Oh, is this the roadmap? Yeah, I saw the roadmap earlier. Ketis on Black in 2 weeks, man. Save up, Shadow. Save up. It's time to save all your carrots. Holy flicker. Yeah, I've been playing this build for a while, actually. At this point, I should have probably invested into rarity. Because normally I say I don't invest into rarity because I don't play like a single character for long enough. But at this point, I've played this character for like a month or something like that. 15k carrot. Sheesh. That's actually pretty good. He gets a lot. I knew I should have made a monk. It's not too late. You can still make a one. Still, also, you can play this build on like pretty much any character anyways. You don't need to be a monk to play it. What are you currently playing? Super ass at making builds and more ass at playing the game. Hey, you know what? I'm 100% sure that you're probably better than 90% of the people who play this game. Just by being on Twitch, you're already taking the initiative that most people don't even get to. Well, I haven't used the post reroll, and one multi and Uma banner. It's fine. You see, my thought process is, if anything, I'll just wail for it. If I don't get enough, if I don't get Ketis on Black, I'll just wail for it. I'm honestly considering going all in and trying to max five awakening Ketis on Black. Any alternative hit and run? I mean, hit and run is really just more of a comfort thing and convenience thing. So you could use whatever you want in there. Just use something for like damage or like whatever. You don't have, like, hit and run is just like for convenience and comfort. Just to flicker faster. But it's really the only other thing that's going to give you attack speed. Doesn't know. You got the money and I don't. I don't have the money. I don't have the money. But I will write it off on my taxes is what will happen. Flicker and hardcore. Yeah, that's not gonna happen, bro. Don't even try it. That is a big no-no. It's like every now and then somebody will come in and ask me, "Hey, can you play Flicker Strike and hard?" It's like a hardcore viable build. Normally, a lot of most builds, right? I'll be like, yeah, you know, the build that I'm playing, the version I'm playing, is not really hardcore viable because I never really geared and built it for that. We could definitely make a hardcore viable version, but with Flicker, I don't think there's such a thing as a hardcore viable version of Flicker. You need to just change the skill entirely and how it works to make a hardcore viable version of Flicker. And at that point, it's not even going to be Flicker Strike anymore. Get Ho and don't need hit and run. I mean, I run Ho on my build. I still use hit and run. Too many factions you can't control Flicker. Yeah, exactly. It's even, like, the thing is, like, I say Flicker is even more uncontrollable than in PoE 1. Because usually Flicker in PoE 1, you do it into one pack and, like, it ends. But, like, the Flicker in PoE 2 is, like, capable of taking you across an entire map. NATO hits you hard. Yeah. Just spam pots, though. Just eat pots. Where is this goddamn Rogue Exile? This Rogue Exile has been on my, like, little mini-map thing. Like, her health bar has been popping up this entire time, but I have not found a single one. Oh, there she is. Lead me to her. Lead me to her. All these years, I thought there's no perfect human in existence. Then I saw Espa Karina. True. True. I've said this before, and I will say it again. I think Karina is a genetically modified superhuman. She is definitely a genetically modified superhuman. If you look up Test Tube Baby, you'll find her image there. You see that Espa is having a collab with Street Fighter 6? Weirdest collab out there. Also, where's this last goddamn ritual? I can't find it anywhere. Oh, what is a lot more stuff to do, though? But PoE 2 is fun to experiment with all the builds. There's definitely a lot more to do in PoE 1. There's a lot more in general in PoE 1. Not just, like, builds, but, like, everything. PoE 1 just is, like, a way more content-rich game. But, you know, again, the gameplay, it feels different. 45 milli XP away from 100. Sheesh, congrats, dude. Early congrats. You got this. I'm so hungry right now. I need to get a snack. Energy Shield's OP. I feel immortal. What class are you playing? Are you playing Chayula?
How can I help? Good luck.
Hold down flicker sword and click multiple times. You just click it once. You just click it once and it'll fly you across the map. Ugh. Yeah, I'm hungry. I want to eat something. I did not eat nearly enough today. I miss her. Yo, what's up, Roger? Who you miss? Karina? I just finished having a chicken, lettuce, spinach, beef, cheese, mayo burrito. Oh, God. I could go for a burrito so bad right now. Oh, man. God. Burritos are one of the many types of foods that I would just eat every single fucking day. Like, whenever I'm like, what do I want to eat today? A burrito? Sure. Let's fucking go. Do you not eat because you're hungover? Lunch-wise, yeah. Lunch was bad. I had like a piece of pizza, and that was about it. The hangover was so bad today. Holy shit. I did not expect, like, going into that night, I did not expect that we would get that blasted. Holy crap. It was not on my things that I planned. Like, when we were at the KBQ spot, like the pace that we were going at, right? Because there was just so much food that, like, we just couldn't keep up with the drinks. So I was like, okay, you know, maybe tonight's gonna be a little bit more of a chill night. And then, you know, going to the bar, I'm just like, I'm way too full to actually drink any liquids. And then, like, yeah. Shit kind of changed after that. Shit changed after that AMF. It was an 8-inch burrito. Damn, dude. Last time I had a phallic object, a burrito-like object that was 8 inches, it was definitely not a burrito. Am I gonna start Monk? Oh no, I'm not gonna start Monk. I mean, it depends on what's coming out. It depends on the patch and see what, you know, what classes look good, what skills look good. And if they have a new class, I'll probably play that. Dude didn't charge us for hella drinks, really? I think actually I do remember him saying that he didn't charge us for a lot of stuff. Yo, what's up, Kujiro? Bad with my drinks, I mix mine. When he had his out, he's like, I did charge you guys for a bunch of stuff, but fuck it. I mean, look, we had a, I mean, we connected with that bartender. He opened up to us, dude. I was telling the chat earlier that the bartender was like really, he really didn't want to talk about like him being into Destiny. He was like super embarrassed about it for some reason. But, you know, we got him to open up. We told him we were, you know, we were kindred spirits. We understand his hobby. And he just, you know, he went all in, dude. It's always you. But that's the thing, right? That's why I enjoy going to bars and places with you. Because I'm never the type of person to just chat random people up. But you're always chatting random people up. So it's always a lot of fun, and you get to meet people and, like, find, like, I don't know, weird and interesting folks. Didn't y'all make friends with a Destiny 2 player? They need friends. Trust him. You did him a favor. Dude opened up with the night, right? I think the first conversation, one of the first conversations we had with a guy was, he was talking about like, oh yeah, the other night I was like at this like bar or whatever, and there's like this one girl that I was like yapping up, and like, you know, I was sitting at this bar stool for like the entire night, and it was fine. But then the moment that I got up and left, I came back with the girl, sat down, and the moment I sat down, boosh, the bar stool broke, and I smacked my head and got like a minor concussion. That's the story that he opened up with. You see, that's the image that he wants to give off, right? You know, that's the vibe that he wants to give off to most people. Not, I'm a goddamn Destiny 2 sweat that's out here trying to get, like, world first records and, like, you know, carrying full raids as a solo player. Going Kirito out here on dungeons. What build is this? This is a Flicker Strike Gathering Storms Monk. You can type in !POB and it'll show you the mobalytics for it. Watching to all girls watching one day will be trans. Hey, you know what? I've never I'm the type of person that, like, you know, unless I'm not gonna write something off until I've tried it, type of situation, you know? So maybe one of these days, you know, we'll give it a shot. I was a Destiny player too, and I'm embarrassed too. Why are Destiny players embarrassed? I don't get it. What's his name? His name's Jared. Is he white? Yup. Look at the current state of Destiny 2 and you'll know, because it's a shit game right now. Destiny 2, so much wasted to potential to be money hungry.
Hello there.
Is it that bad? Is it that bad? Even have day one Sherpas. I have no clue what that means. I'm assuming that's like day one raid clears or something. Destiny players love the game but really hate the people that run it. The devs are fine. It's the upper people. I mean, it's always like that. It's always like that. Sherpas are people that help and teach Druce mechanics at raid. Got it. Got it. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my god, I can't wait for the new season! I have a couple of girlfriends. Let's say it takes a lot of patience. I mean, anytime you're teaching people like difficult content, like difficult raid stuff, it's always like a lot of patience. Because like, it's also like a lot of times what ends up happening is like people in general, right? Most people are bad at games. So like something that seems super simple to you might be extremely hard for that person that you're trying to teach. Like, and then the other thing is, like, if you have to, like, have somebody teach that person, they're usually not that great at the game to begin with. So it's like, you're walking in there like, oh my god, this is, like, the easiest mechanic. You guys will get this immediately. And then you walk in there, and then they, like, get stuck on this one stupid mechanic that is super easy for, like, an hour. And you're like, what the fuck? I literally first tried this shit. And that's where the patience has to kick in. Because you have to be like, okay, you know what? It's fine. These guys suck at the game. It is what it is. But I'm their teacher. I'm here trying to hold their hand. Raids can ruin friendships. Oh, I've seen it plenty. I've seen that happen plenty of times. Actually, it's happened to whatchamacallit? One of my friends. One of my friends ruined our well, not my friendship with him was fine, but he basically ruined our kind of like group's friendship together because of a raid. It wasn't even because of the raid itself. It was because of, like, raid scheduling. It was, like, really, like, what the fuck? Yeah, my friend lost our friendship at one point, and we were supposed to beat for a raid. We're cool now, though. It was also because of scheduling. Damn, raid scheduling, be like that, bro. I guess I didn't realize raid scheduling was that serious. Yeah, good thing, you know, Path of Exile 2 doesn't have raids. You never have to worry about that. Hey, Destiny PvP not balanced at all, but the raids were great. Dopamine receptor fire build? Yup. This build is all about the dopamine. Can I see your stats? What type of stats are you looking for? Just like attributes? You can post my raid report here. I mean, you could do that, but I also probably won't know what it means at all. Will PoE 2, will we get a new special program trailer or something like that? I'm expecting us to start hearing little tidbits of information about PoE 2's new season. Probably second week of July is my guess. How come your Flicker Strike was 49k before changing your rules of your weapon? Yeah, my Flicker Strike right now is, well, it's a different than what it is right now because we have a lot of buffs. But yeah, my Flicker Strike I think is like 90k, 80 or 90k or something like that. I don't remember. But I changed the runes to the new gain damage as all elements rune. I was supposed to have a Sherpa group, but I was too invested in Overwatch, and I said that I couldn't. That's inexcusable, sir. That's inexcusable. How could you?
A rare find.
How does that work anyways? Do you just get damage that says elemental? So basically it'll just take your damage, whatever it is, right? And then it'll add the percentage on top of it. So it's like, you know, let's say your damage is like 20k, right? Or something like that. Then it'll add whatever percentage of that on top of it. Do you listen to the first take of this? No, I didn't. You did 2% lightning, 2% gold? Yeah. Yep. Eimer is so people cute. I'm so bad at using the path of building. My build one-shots bosses with abilities HP, but I can't replicate it in PoB. Yeah, there's definitely things that you kind of like, because like your PoB, you can slot everything in there, but then it doesn't give you all your buffs, right? So it's like you gotta like figure out what the PoB does and what it doesn't, and then you use like the little custom thingy to add the other stuff. Do you get all the 6% at once? Yeah. It's all at once. Does my head have corruption on it? Nope. It bricked. When I corrupted it, it bricked. I'm not using a T60 for a +1 area map. I don't know. It's just lazy. I'm just lazy. Like, you can get like what higher item bases and stuff like that, but honestly, I couldn't be bothered. How do you have Tsukiyomi in a playlist? Oh, I mean, it's literally just a playlist. It's like, yeah. I just got a Spotify playlist. I didn't make this playlist. Oh, hello. Thanks for your answer. Oh, yeah, no problem, dude. I try my best. Sometimes I miss stuff, but you know, if I miss something you ask, just ask it again, and usually I'll get it. Is there a line that says elemental damage? No. So like, for example, right, my Flicker Strike does physical damage, fire damage, cold damage, lightning damage, right? It'll just add to these. It'll basically add on top of the fire damage, on top of the cold damage, on top of the lightning damage. I was giving you credit for, I forgot it's Miso. The only playlist that I have curated and made myself is my K-pop playlist. I used to have an old anime OST playlist, but that was from like 2014, 2015. When I was still using gendo.amusic or whatever to like gendo.amusic.com or something like that. To like download all my anime songs, because Spotify wasn't really a thing back then with anime. Well, it wasn't a thing to begin with at the beginning, and then it came, but then they didn't have anime music on there. Somehow it doesn't make sense. Why doesn't it make sense? What doesn't make sense about it? Maybe I could help clear it up? I don't know. I can try. Thompson or Somnus? I am more of a Thompson guy, but I'm also a big OG fan. So there's that. I think Somnus is very, very solid, but I think Thompson, it's like interesting. I think Thompson plays more to, he's better in the meta. Speaking of Dota, Ice was here earlier, and he was a fan of the Horse Girls. The man was a fan of the Uma Musumes. He called it a 10 out of 10 game. You read it wrong? Oh, okay, that's fine. That's all good. Glad we were able to clear it up. This is my favorite Monogatari song. Then I actually watched Monogatari, and it's not even top 10 for you. Damn. Monogatari series was crazy, though. They literally had a new ending song for every single episode. Like, what the fuck? High budget as hell. I was just like, when I first watched it, I was like, holy budget. Literally new ending song for every single episode with new, like, animations. Like, new, yeah. So add 6% to your lightning damage. Yes, yes. Exactly. Oh, God. Stupid Shroud Walker. This is the best flashlight school ability I played in 10 years of PoE. Damn. That is high praise. That is definitely very high praise. I appreciate it. But it definitely is a very flashy, very cool, very pretty build. And there's a reason why I've just played this build for the past month and haven't played anything else. It's just, I don't know. I don't know if I could top this build. I really don't. These figure strike so much better that you get to trade so much AoE. Yeah. It's definitely my favorite part about it. It's also, again, pretty, flashy, everything that you want. Everything that you want. Do you think that no auction house how do you think the no auction house will work? I mean, if you're asking about like what they're gonna do to change trade, right, and improve it, it's hard to say. Like, it'll if they're gonna make some sort of auction house system, it's definitely not gonna be exactly an auction house, right? I don't think they're gonna implement a traditional auction house into the game. I think that, for one, they're probably going to add more stuff into currency exchange, is my hope, right? That's one thing that I'm hoping. Like, maybe, like, uncut skill gems and things like that will probably go to the currency exchange, hopefully. And then for, like, actual trade, I don't know how they would change actual trade. There's a lot of directions they could take it in. Why not just ordinary trade when no one puts some OP price for one div or some fake price? It's gonna be it's just impossible to like prevent like price fixers. It really is. As long as you have some way to list items on the trade, like for trade, like it's just not possible to get rid of price fixers, sadly. Same build, I guess it's hard when your map is ailment threshold. Oh yeah, no, I purposefully I don't run any ailment threshold maps. Because you're right, ailment threshold is really bad for the build.
For the monastery.
Reverse of Red Eye circulation. The song is crazy disturbing knowing the series. Auction house like a WoW? I don't think they're gonna do anything like that. Can you set up your flicker for boss DPS? Yeah, you can do it, but you're just gonna have to change up how you do things. Like, for example, our tree right now has zero power charges, right? We don't have anything that adds power charges to our character. If you want to use Flicker for bossing, you're probably going to have to want to get every single one of these power charge nodes on the tree. And then you're going to focus a lot more on, like, your melee damage to boost up Flicker. And you're probably going to want to use Charge Staff, too. So it's like you're gonna have to give up certain things to do that. How much rarity do I run? I don't really run rarity. I only have like 30% rarity, or 30 rarity or something like that. Undercutting price fixers. I mean, if we have like an actual auction house system, that should fix that part. Because if we have an actual auction house type of situation where you can actually buy everything that you see on trade, then you'll never have those undercutting price fixers ever. Because like people will just buy it out, right? They won't be able to like keep it there. I think I've converted PoE 1 is supremacy. Ayo, I mean, the game is both games are just for different people in my opinion. So like, maybe PoE 1's just better for you, like you said. If that's the case, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Target explosion will take marked explosion. Kill a marked target with Flicker Strike and not get the explosion. I mean, there's a lot of layers to it, I guess. There's like one, you need to do enough damage. Two, you need to freeze enough, so you need to have high enough cold damage. Three, your meta skill energy needs to be high enough to proc the cast on freeze often. About one raw div drop per stream. That's what I'd say. One raw div per stream. Sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less. But on average, one raw. Leeless Ikuta is such a stage performer when she performs Idol. I really want to see a Yoasobi concert. I had a chance to see a Yoasobi concert, but I didn't end up going. I kind of regret it. So I think I'm going to go... I think I'm probably going to see the Idol concert with Roger. I'm pretty sure that's happening. I want to snatch those items from those idiots. I'm using cast on crit. Oh, that's why. That's the problem. You're using cast on crit. Cast on crit gives you you get way less meta energy from cast on crit. Cast on crit the procs way less, like it's way harder to proc cast on crit compared to cast on freeze. I'm using cast on freeze. I also want to get the items from offline people. Yeah, that would be nice. Holy fuck, my internet is so bad I'm here on audio only. Damn, are you out and about or something? Dude, that's the best thing about having Uwe Musume too. I actually have a game to play when I'm out and about. Where like, before that, if I was out and about, it's just like, well, I guess I'm just sitting here twiddling my thumbs. The most fun thing I could do is make my finger make like some sort of... Oh, what? Oh, wait. I thought it said heavy belt. Damn it. I thought it said heavy belt. I was like, wait a second. I'm pretty sure heavy belt does not tink. Hazards using on flow watching. Wait, why can't you so wait, is it your Wi-Fi then that's that bad? Damn, dude. I saw the cast on freeze and spec into freezing. Appreciate it. Yeah, for sure. Cast on freeze just is way more consistent. Way more consistent. Don't know, every time it rains heavily, my internet closes its eyes. I mean, it probably has to do with like the... Oh, well, it depends, right? Are you using like satellite internet or something like that? Or are you using like fiber optics? Like, depends on what the type of internet you're using. Because like weather can definitely have an effect if it's not something like fiber optics or something. My cast on a crit is pretty consistent. You get like 6 marks for 1 spirit throw. Well, but you're using a different skill, right? You're using what skill are you using? Are you using lightning spear? Base spear throw? Is there something that's letting you do AoE damage? Like, how are you dealing AoE with just base spear throw? Are you doing like chains or like what's the mechanism for AoE? Heralds and mark chains? I mean, I don't know. I definitely tried the build with cast on crit. It ain't that good, sadly. It definitely doesn't proc as like, you know, consistently as I would like. Maybe he's gonna have 25 crit chance on the weapon. Well, he's I mean, I'm critting 100% of the time. I have 100% crit on my flicker. Where and what is this build? Type in exclamation mark POB. POB. You have a crit chance? Yeah. I guess not on. I guess no, you're right. The heralds don't have 100% crit chance. That's probably the big difference, actually. Yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, I have 100% crit chance on my flickers, but I don't have 100% crit chance on the heralds. That's probably a big part of it, because you're using a spear that gives you very high crit chance. But even then, actually, it doesn't work very well. Because what should I call it? I had cast on crit on my Glacial Lance build. It didn't work. And I was using Tangle Tongue on that. I had like 90-something% crit chance for that build too. So it's not even that. No.
Even the wind must stop, if only for a time.
It did not proc nearly as often as I would like with cast on crit. Bro, that title. What do you mean? What's wrong with the title? How's it going, Shaq? You can instill maps? Yeah. 100%. Yeah, most people instill their maps to get more mobs, more pack size, more mobs, whatever it may be. Is Gathering Storms good for bosses? I haven't tried it. I mean, I use it to one-shot bosses, but I have like a specific setup that makes that happen, that it does not just fully rely on Gathering Storms. What I instill it with? I like instilling with Guilt, because that increases pack size. There's stuff that increases like rarity, there's stuff that increases like waystone drop weight, things like that. So there's like a lot of different things you can instill it with, but I personally like pack size because it helps with the flicker consistency. And it also doesn't like make the mobs too delirious. Like it doesn't make the map too delirious, which is a problem for this build. Actually good for rituals too. Yup. I'm talking about the Gathering Storm skill, not the passive. Yeah. This one, right? Oh, my head's in front of it. I just realized. Hold up. There it is. This skill, right? Which head? I'll leave that up to you to figure out. You think they ever had raid-like content? No. Diablo's Helltide type content activity? Potentially, but definitely not raid-like content. What do you need to make it work for bosses? You need, what is it called? A Frost Wall. If you combine it with Frost Wall, it'll one-shot bosses. I can show you in a little bit. Oh, another divine. Nice. Can it be a starter? Sadly, I would say no. This build is not very good without funding. You kind of need some money for it. How are you doing the yellow explosion? It's an MTX. It's just a skin for Voltaic Mark. You instill your maps, then corrupt, or just instill? Well, if you want to corrupt it, you have to instill first, then corrupt it. We're gonna get your item filter. Just filter blade.xyz. That's all I use. It's a website. Just put it in filterblade.xyz on your and throw it up, and you can get the filter there. It's a never sync filter. What do you say is the best class and build currently? It's probably still like either like Blood Mage with Lightning Spear or Deadeye Lightning Spear. Headhunter better than Ingenuity? Headhunter is better than Ingenuity for mapping, but if you're bossing, you're gonna want to use Ingenuity. Let's see if I could do this. Like this. Here, I'll show you the bossing for this build. Hopefully I can get it right. Sometimes I mess up on this. But if I don't mess it up, we should be fine. Oh, fuck, I messed it up. I'm rusty, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. Hope I should be able to get the one shot on the next guy if I don't mess up. If I don't mess up, we should be good to get the one shot on the next guy. Am I busty? No. Not quite. So yeah, that's how you get the one shot, basically. You've set up the frost walls. Your gathering storm has this thing that will... So your gathering storm, right? It has this part that says shockwave. And what this is every single enemy you hit with your gathering storm, it'll do a shockwave. And it just so happens that every single one of these ice walls counts as an enemy. So you basically put ice walls next to the boss, gathering storm, break a ton of them, and then it'll do a lot of shockwave damage.
Shocking.
Why Lightning Spear? What makes it good? Is this a very, very, like... It's both very easy to become really, really good at map clearing, but also, like, it's the best map clearing ability while also being the easiest to build. The cheapest and easiest to build. It just has, like, super AoE abilities that'll be able to clear the entire screen in one lightning arrow, or lightning spear, basically. Try cast on freeze and somehow it doesn't feel very different. Well, I mean, if you're not doing enough cold damage to freeze, right? Like, you have to set up, like, glaciation, Yo! Mr. Garage Door Gary with a $10 super chat. Yo, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Appreciate the input and love the vids. Yo, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoy the videos. Yeah. Cast on, so I guess cast on freeze it is. Well, the thing is, cast on, I would say cock is overall better than cast on freeze if you could run cock. Because cast on freeze, its weakness is elemental ailment threshold. Increase elemental ailment threshold maps, which cast on crit doesn't care about, but cast on freeze does. So I would run cast on freeze if I could make it work, but I can't really make it work. So yeah. Man said cock. Sir, what are you, a kindergartner? Are you a middle schooler? What's your favorite fun build? Oh, the current one that I'm playing right now. I like the current build that I'm playing. I think it's super fun. When I was 6, you were 30. Interesting. You're right. You're exactly right. How are you saying last to say you removed Grim Feast? I have evasion in this build too, for one. But I just kind of like kill enemies before they hit me type of situation. For the most part. And I have enough energy shield to pretty much, like, take one hit of anything. For the most part. Munkey Steel Glass Cannon? Well, if you play Invoker, you can spec into, what is it called? You can spec into... You can spec into Meditate. And that's basically Grim Feast. But also, the only reason why I only have 4.2k energy shield is because I'm using Deepest Tower. If I used a regular energy shield helmet, I'd probably be at around 6k ES. Which is a lot.
Yes.
When were you one-shotted and who? Wait, what? Say that again, sir? Come again? Which mob? I don't know. Zesht, I guess? Is the last thing I've been one-shotted by, I think. His little, like, finger flick thing. I got hit by that, and it did a shit ton of damage. Bonduricio gamers! Bonduricio! Bondurissimo, how's it going, Mochi? It's been a hot minute since I've seen you here. Hope you're doing well. How much does my build cost? These days? I have no clue. I have no clue how much it costs these days. When I built it, I would say you could build it for around 5 to 10 div to like start off maps and stuff. But these days, with like current economy and inflation and everything, I have no idea. So a hot minute, been doing good. Going out for drinks and food today with a few friends. Life, life's so good right now. Sheesh, sounds like a fun time. How about you? Chilling, hanging out, playing some PoE. It is what it is. Hanging out with the boys, yapping it up. It's always a good time. Spirit of the Cat is leaping at me after I killed it because of delirium. Peak game design. I'm sorry, sir. What's the skill effect called? It's called the Faradin Voltaic Mark effect. How does ES deal with burning ground except for not stepping on it? Pretty much. I mean, you know, different builds will have like ES leech. Most ES builds also run, what is it called? Most ES builds will run, what is this node called? Eternal Youth. So it makes it so your life flask can recharge, ES. Some people will also run Zealot's Oath, which makes HP recovery apply to ES. So there's multiple ways to do it. Yo, what's up, Mr. Reaper? How are you doing? How are you doing? I was saying this earlier, guys, but I said this earlier when I wasn't streaming PoE, so now that I am streaming PoE, just want to do another shout out. But at some point, I think me, Kaltorak, Try, and maybe Rabbit, we're gonna be hosting a regular PoE2 podcast. That'll be happening like, you know, I don't know, maybe once every 2 weeks, once every month, something like that. Just like, you know, a regular podcast about PoE2 where we talk about PoE2 and some shit like that. So, you know, if you're interested in podcasts about Path of Exile 2 specifically, that's something to look forward to in the future. Great, I can listen to that work. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I really like I really like doing podcasts. I used to run my own podcast for Lost Ark, but you know, since coming to the PoE scene, I don't know. Personally, I felt that there was a lot of podcasts in existence already, so I didn't want to make one. But I guess maybe there's less than I thought. So either way, we're gonna be doing one. Random topics within PoE 2? It's probably going to be revolving around, like, different updates and things like that, honestly. But it'll be a very, like, we haven't really ironed exactly everything that's going to be going into it yet, but it's going to be, you know, various topics for sure. Mostly focusing around updates and, like, PoE content and stuff. It'll be on YouTube, probably. I'm sure it will be. I don't know whose channel it'll be on. I don't know if it'll be on Kaltorak's channel or if it'll be on Try's channel. But it'll be on. It'll live somewhere on YouTube for sure. Yeah, we're just in the initial phases of like talking about it though, so there's not like a lot of stuff that's been ironed out yet. We don't even like have like a date for when we're gonna do like our first one yet, but my guess is that if we do one, like the soonest it's gonna happen is probably middle of July. If we like the soonest it'll come out, which I don't even think that that's like likely. I think it's probably more likely it's gonna come out when we start point 3. Avengers. Stop stupid shroud walkering me. I swear to God, game.
A treasure waiting to be claimed.
I am so hungry. I want to get a snack right now, boys. Are you guys midnight snack people? Do you guys eat snacks in like the middle of the night? I typically don't. I try to avoid midnight snacking. Yes. Ugh, man. I'm so tempted right now, and I probably will after the stream grab something to eat, like just like a small little thing. But man, healthy ones, like what? Like fruits? There was a point in time when I was trying to basically like, I bought a bunch of like non-salted, non-buttered popcorn to have as like a midnight snack. But the thing is, the smell would be so strong that it would just make my whole room smell like popcorn. And I didn't like that. So I had to stop doing that and stop doing the midnight snacking popcorn. Because unsalted popcorn is actually, like, you know, pretty much no calories. I mean, popcorn itself is basically just air at the end of the day. So, yeah. Apples, bananas, cornflakes, also the sweet tooth days. 13:33, and I still didn't eat today. Completely forgot. Well, considering the fact that I'm usually not even awake at that time, you know, I'm on the same boat as you on a daily basis. Oh, this is gonna be a good Doriani's prototype ring.
Reveal your worth.
Oh god. Let's not look at our graveyard. Oh no. I forgot I kept this. Oh lord. Our graveyard of palm scepters. Is painful. Thinking back to it, it just makes my body just react in just terrible ways. Why would I do such a thing to myself? The Palm Lord. I don't want to be the Palm Lord, man. I don't want that. It just had to happen, though. It just had to happen. Is there a post to update or anything like that? No, not right now. I'm expecting an update to come within the next 2 weeks, though. I'm expecting a mid-league balance patch coming within the next 2 weeks. Any scaling methods that feel underexplored at this point? I'm a little bored of power chargers, frenzy chargers, deepest tower based method at this point in the league. It's hard to say. I feel like those are like definitely some of the best ways to scale damage. So like anything else you're gonna want to try is probably gonna be a step below. I mean, there's always like the just like cast on X builds that just stack a ton of like, you know, meta skill energy and like cast like, yeah, so you just deal a bunch of skills at once to do a lot of damage rather than just relying on the flat, like the multipliers. You rely on flat out like, oh, I'm using a ton of skills at once. There's always that stuff. But anything else, it's kind of hard to like really say, especially because like if you're saying like unexplored, it's like probably haven't tried it and don't know how good it is. Like there was like that one thing that was like a cast on Ignite with like, they ran like cast on Ignite with Incinerate and they had like 20 Ember Fusillades linked to it. That was like a funny little concept. I like Stormwave, but it's bad for bosses. Oh yeah, you definitely don't want to use Stormwave for bosses. That is why I use Gathering Storms. Were you here earlier, Kieran, when I was giving the explanation or demonstration about how Gathering Storms and Ice Walls work? Yo, 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 what's up, Mr. Ken? Welcome back for 17 months. I appreciate it, man. God, this wall. But it also kind of sucks. Wait, what? The Gathering Storms thing? What's sucks about it? What don't you like about it? I want to do Penitentiary. Penitentiary is such a bad map. You mean buggy combo? It's not a buggy combo. It's nothing. It's not bugged. Nothing about it's bugged, but it's definitely a, you know, there's definitely a combo. Like the only thing that you can use like for single target for quarterstaff that's not like a, you know, like a combo probably is like Flicker Strike. It's probably the only skill that'll get you big damn like that. I was doing Elemental Sundering with a high Ignite Helmet, Freeze Shrine Scepter, and added Lightning to get Ignite, Freeze, Shock Sundering, which is kind of fun. Yeah, there was a while back, there was like an Elemental Sundering one-shot build that was really cool too that I saw. Ice Strike with Tempest Spell is still viable. I mean, it's still viable per se, but like you're just, you know, you need to like put a lot of gear onto it, and like you get way less returns than other builds. Like it's still usable, but it's not good. I could go for some food. I think, you know what I'm going to get later? I think I'm going to have some beef jerky. That's probably what I'm going to eat for like my midnight snack. Just like one piece of beef jerky should be enough to hold me over and make it so I'm not hungry anymore. Like going to sleep while you're hungry is like one of the worst feelings ever. I don't know.
Back to the soil.
One thing I want to do, now I got a peek at a video redeem. Oh shit, did you do a video redeem? Sorry about that. Oh god, what is this video redeem? What is this video redeem?
Okay, okay, okay. We stop. We stop. No more role playing. Oh, no more. Look, to break your immersion, I'm back to being me. Me. Okay, okay. Was it fun? Did you like it? Pa, 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 pa. Okay. That was so cringe, but I like role playing. I could go for.
Interesting. 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 There's a lot of personality on that person, that's for sure. You shouldn't eat right before you go to sleep? Yeah. I shouldn't. But it's gonna have to happen. Oh yeah, I was gonna go and try something out real quick. I was gonna go and try something out real quick like and such. Wait, so you swapped the teacher outfit?
Because
Well, what is this teacher outfit she swaps to?
this is only.
Where's the teacher outfit?
I'd like to actually do the school.
I don't see no teacher outfit.
Have like
This is the same outfit the entire time.
computer, so I'm going.
Oh, this was before.
No
Is this
way.
the teacher outfit you're talking about? She literally walked away, and it ended before her ever putting on the outfit. Is this a teacher outfit? I'm at the end of the video. I just clicked on the link. Yeah, I just click on the link, bro. That's pretty cool though. You just like write on the whiteboard and stuff like that. That's some cool technology.
Thursday.
I wonder how she does this. That's pretty cool.
And then we have here.
What is Mr. Streamer watching? I got a video request. Somebody requested me watch this video. It's not my fault. Okay. I want to try something out. Oh wait, I need the freaking charms too. It's from his personal stash. That's definitely not true. This is definitely not true. It's been a while since I played this character. It's been a hot minute since I've been on this character. Because, like, I want to see, Tomas, like, how much, if your cast on freezes look different than mine. Like, if your shit looks different than mine, for, like the chaining, basically. Because I'm using Tangle Tongue on this character. So in terms of like the crits, it should be the same. Though I'm not using cast on crit, I'm using cast on freeze, but it should. The way that this character clears the screen, I just want to see how it compares to your experience. You paid him to request it. Exactly, he did. Should definitely watch her ASMR streams. Truly pog. I don't know. I don't know about that one. I don't know. There's not that much density on this map, though. That's a problem. Can't really see like the full clearing potential of this build without like high density. Why does this build feel so much weaker than before? Can I have a video request too? Oh, that's over here on Twitch, but what you got to spend the channel points. But what do you want to request? Why do I feel so much weaker than before? Am I really just weaker than before, or am I just imagining things? Maybe my monk is just that much stronger that I just feel so much weaker. Oh, you know what? I realize maybe it's because of the Delirious. Maybe that's why I feel so much weaker than before. I don't think I ever ran Delirious maps on this character before. My figure strike is so much faster, better clear state. Oh, 100%. But I also think part of it is because of the map that I'm running right now is like really not great for this build. I think the Delirious is really fucking with this build a lot. Yeah, I think I fucked it up. I think I shouldn't have put Delirious on this map. It is what it is, though. You go back to Flicker.
Energizing.
All right. Back on this character. Okay. I think this is my last map though, boys. I'm probably gonna go end the stream soon and get something to eat. Because if I'm gonna get something to eat, like I said, I don't want to eat and then sleep right afterwards, so I'm probably gonna need to just like hang out a little bit and cool down. And yeah. Video request is out of stock. Well, what video did you want to watch? Because like, what is it called? If it's just like a random video, I could definitely watch it without you paying, you know, having to do the channel point request. It is more about like the channel point request is kind of like a, if there's a video that you want me to watch that I would probably not want to watch. It's a way to make it so that unless it's against TOS, I'm forced to watch it. That's what the channel request is for. Did I get the Palm of the Dreamer? Nope, I wish. I wish. I spent a lot of money on it too. I spent like 140 divs trying to get it. I just didn't get it. Have a good one, Ro. Thanks for the build. Love the other stuff. Keep it up. Yo, thanks, man. I appreciate you hanging out. Have a good rest of your day. We can watch YouTube approved twerk videos. YouTube approved twerk videos. I don't know what I think about that. I don't know how I think about that. Oh, you know what? I think, now that I'm thinking about it, I think my other build was missing jewels. I think that's what happened, and that's why I felt so weak. I was missing jewels on the tree. Why didn't I just buy them? It's cheaper than last week. How much is it this week? And if only I had the ability to tell the future. At least 80 to 100 div. If only I had the ability to know. If only I knew. Let's see. Damn, it's way cheaper. Oh my god, if only I waited. Bro, I could have afforded this. I definitely could have bought this. Oh my. Yo, life be like that sometimes. Also selling a 110 div with Rallatazid, but I can make a discount for you.
Woman, just lift one side, you stupid. Damn, took her long enough. Yikes, the C words. You are fucking. Do you have something to say about it? You fucking. You know what I have between my legs? You fucking. I have a between my legs. Do you want to see it? Oh my god, it's
God damn! Whoa!
Do you enjoy?
Whoa!
Lick it, and I say it as much as I want. And you know why? Because I'm also a woman, so it makes me more legitimate to say as much as I want. So you shut the fuck up, okay? You hear me? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Oh my god, the C word! Oh my god, you said the C word! Oh no! First time watching, kinda confused right now.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's the type of stuff that you guys watch on your own time. It is what it is. French streamers are wild. But alright, folks. Like I said, we are going to be heading to the last section of the stream, which is the Gacha giveaway. This is the part of the stream where we do a pull on our Gacha game. And if you get a 3-star horse, you get a $10 gift card to any game of your choice. All you need to do to participate is by playing in this marbles game. So go ahead, guys. !play to join. This is a Twitch only thing, so if you're on YouTube, you will have to come over here to join. No. What's up, Bellamores? Play to join. Okay, I'm 60 seconds. You got 60 seconds.
ハンカチが必須ですね。
Exclamation mark, play to join, folks.
皆さんに見苦しい姿をお見せするわけにはいきませんもの。
Exclamation mark, play to join. Let me put on a song. "30 seconds. Exclamation mark, play to join. Don't regret not joining, guys." Exclamation mark, play to join. Mog, you got an exclamation mark, play, not exclamation mark, join. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we are off. Ooh, you just missed the cutoff, Mr. Hate. You just missed the cutoff. Oh wait, no, you're here. You're here. You were already in here. Never mind. You're good. You're good. All right, looks like we have Phantom in the lead. Wait, how did I get launched so far? What the hell? Yo, this game's rigged. The fuck? Alright, looks like Hated Greatness is taking a huge lead ahead of everybody else right now, with Twisted Devil right behind, and Hate and Moon are following up closely afterwards. But still keeping in the league, not getting pegged by any of these pegs. Hated Greatness is setting off a really, really good pace to potentially take this whole thing. But as per usual, how fast can you get down this section? Oh, wait a second. Ooh, things are getting shaken up. Sato now taking the lead with, oh, nope, Hate taking the lead away from Sato. Nope, Sato taking back the lead. Is he going to make it? Is he going to make the final leap? Ooh, and there it is. Sato makes it into first. Phantom in second. Hated Greatness in third. Or sorry, Hate in third. Hated Greatness in fourth. Bellamore's in fifth. Twisted Devil in sixth. And Kieran in seventh. All right, here we go, folks. Let's do the pool. Good luck, sir. I wish you the best of luck. Hopefully you win a prize. Let's see. Oh, sadly, that is a 2-star horse. That was Scarlet. That is not a 3-star horse. Unfortunately, you did not win the Gacha giveaway today. But don't worry, even if you didn't win today, there's always a chance that you win tomorrow. Well, guys, thank y'all for hanging. Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to raid you guys over to Mr. Alcohol. Hope you guys enjoy his stream. And until next one, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace out. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night. Bye-bye.